find my freaking logo. Like I can't find it anywhere.
Classic.
So
That's a
I did it on
classic
this
one.
one. I know it is. YouTube, what is up, everybody? Hello and good evening, everybody. We're gonna go ahead and get started here in just a second, real quick. I'm gonna see how's everybody doing on our YouTube channel. This is our second episode in the year 2025, which we are recording live for you guys. So,
It's technically your third episode
is it really my third episode though? I
because you
mean,
got a bonus. A bonus episode is an episode.
that's true, but the bonus doesn't really count.
So
Like,
then what do we spend an hour talking for?
it's just us talking and having a good time, It's just us yapping our faces off, It's just us yapping, napping, napping, So let me go ahead and put this into our Discord real quick because I got the link on my to get the linky on my phone. Not that one. Nope. Let me get to my get to the round table. There we go. Round table. No.
Scott did seem to like our segment on his show last week.
I know he did, man. He liked it. I was like, he's like, you guys were. It's like Remy were off tempo, but still liked it. I'm like, well, thank you, kind sir. Thank you for those kind words. So thank you so much, Scott, for tuning in to.
For scotting around.
Thanks, Scott, for for the compliment that you gave us, and yeah.
Go ahead and post this in the promote yourself of Disneyverse.
All right, and I've already posted on other platforms. So let me go ahead and do this, 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 and one more time. Di, 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 boom. And send it to my cousin because she wants to see how we're doing. So boom and boom.
I get a corkscrew. I'll be right back.
Go get a corkscrew. Go, 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 go. You got time. You got time.
Oh,
Well, that was quick. Yeah, screw it. I'll go back to my old. Huh. That's weird. Sorry, Max. I'm trying to find the intro real quick because I.
oh, do the classic song. Dun 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 dun
Oh,
dun 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 dun
no, it
dun
was
dun
up there.
dun 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 bum ba-dum ba-dum bum.
All right, I got it. Here we go, dude. You ready?
I hear that song in my dreams. Yeah, let's do it.
So, that's right. You guys are listening to Remy's Roundtable, the Florida theme park podcast. What is going on, everybody? We do have a great show for you guys. First up, we do have the latest theme park updates. If Mike and Nicole comes in, we do have Mike's Munchies and Nicole's music notes, and we do have a tour from our tour guide Ryan this evening on the Contemporary Hotel. So you know what? Welcome to the show, everybody. You can follow us on all social media. That's Facebook, Instagram, right there on TikTok as well, where I do stream from the theme parks as much as I can before the ban of the TikTok. So So with that being said, guys, you can follow you guys can also get in contact with us at 407-536-7153. That's how you guys can reach our program. If you guys like to send us a voicemail or a text message, you guys can, and we do read them on the air as well. And we do stream live on our YouTube channel. Just type in Remy'sRoundtable.com. We stream all of our episodes right there, so you guys can go back, rewatch the episode. If you guys see a funny moment, please clip that. We do like to hear that from our fans and from our family members as well. Some funny stuff do happen a lot on the program. So with that being said, good evening, everybody. My name
Good
is
afternoon.
Hey.
If you're in California, it's actually probably not a good afternoon with everything going on there.
Yeah.
No, it is.
But good evening, everybody. My name is Remy, and with me tonight we do have our foodie with us. What is up, King Mike? How you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
And from Into the Disneyverse, the host himself. What is up, Mags? How you doing, man?
Oh there. Am I the dangerous co-host tonight?
Hello there. So, all right.
I
So,
thought I would be.
well, you guys, wifey's not here. She's not here anymore. She's not here. She's asleep. All right. She had a long day at work. Well, I had a fun day at work.
Man,
Because,
your co-hosts are dropping off like flies, Remy.
no, dude, I know.
Mike's the only one left.
He's here. He's chiming along. But
Kudos to Mike for sticking it out.
I know, dude. Well, Mike.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations to your Eagles, dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not a fan of Philadelphia sports, but Jalen Hurts was my fantasy quarterback, helped me win my very first fantasy championship. So I wouldn't mind seeing Jalen Hurts do something well in the playoffs.
Okay, so quick question.
That game
what's up?
That game should have been a blowout game for us.
It would have been, but he's rusty. Jalen was rusty. He was out for 3 weeks. So wait till next week. Wait till this weekend. But okay, so Mags, what's your favorite team?
Oh, you're not gonna like the answer.
Sure.
But we haven't been great past couple of years. We've got some rebuilding to do. So don't get upset. I'm a New England Patriots fan. I was born and raised in New England, so I'm not a bandwagon fan by any stretch of the imagination. And now that we've got Mike Vrabel, I'm excited to see if we can rebuild the team and see where it goes.
Okay, at least you're one of the good ones.
Thank you.
Yes, and I'm talking about the good ones, not the assholes who jump on because of Tom Brady and who decided to disrespect us at Super Bowl 52 by throwing a cheesesteak sandwich on the street and also
I could never throw a cheesesteak sandwich, dude. I love a good Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah, I saw someone literally did that. They drove all the way down and was there at like 7 o'clock in the morning and took a Philly cheesesteak and threw it on right in the middle of the street.
I will say that's hilarious, but I would never do something like that.
Film did too, and then there's also the people who decide to put up signs on the Rocky statue. Like there's a defense who always do that and never learned their lesson.
What?
Mike, I have a story about going to see the Rocky statue. So I went to Philadelphia once, and when I was seeing the Rocky statue, you know who I was with when I saw it?
Who?
The one and only Chris Yob.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
That's cool. I mean, here's the thing, guys. Why do people do stupid shit to the statues and throwing stuff? When they like lose a game or win a game, like who throws away food? Who throws away?
That was before the game. That was before the Super Bowl.
Gordon Ramsay does when the food in the fridge is bad, because Gordon Ramsay hates frozen food, and he hates it even worse when the food is spoiled and it could kill people. So what I want to know on today's episode of Remy's Roundtable is, what would you guys do if you were eating at a restaurant, having a dinner, about to be served your food, and you see Gordon Ramsay walk in and he looks very upset? What would you do?
I will go up to him and be like, sir, I'm a huge fan of yours. Can I get an autograph from you real quick? And I'll go back.
Of course you would, Remy.
I will go into the kitchen myself. I will talk to these chefs. Gordon Ramsay is pissed off. All right. I will go in there. I'm like, guys, look, Gordon Ramsay's in the restaurant. Y'all better straighten up right now. All right. I'm telling you, straighten up, get your shit together, take out any food that's bad, throw it away as soon as possible, because he does look for that kind of stuff. He does.
But that's only if he was doing the restaurant, and that's how if he was actually working there, helping out and improve on Kitchen Nightmares.
Kitchen Nightmares.
No,
yeah.
I would be scared if it's like the first night when Gordon Ramsay just pops in. Like,
Oh, I would be
If
scared.
I'm
I
eating
would
there,
be
oh yeah, oh yeah,
I'll be
because
like,
I know like, oh, this is gonna suck.
I would,
yep.
I'll be like, oh shit, what did
The
we
only time I
do?
actually remember ever seeing Gordon Ramsay be acceptable of like one food where he wasn't pissed off and he was actually and he actually said delicious was I forgot what the restaurant name was, but it was actually it's no longer there anymore. But I do remember he talked about how good the desserts were, where uh,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
owner it was in New Jersey, but it was the
Mhm.
owner's mom
The mother,
made the
yeah, I remember that one.
yeah, with he had the red velvet cake, and he says like that was like an amazing cake. Yeah, that was like the only time I ever seen him where he just goes like, "Oh, this is where he actually said the food was delicious on the first try.
there was one.
Mhm.
There was one more episode where he was eating at this Jamaican restaurant. It was like built not really at a restaurant. It's actually built in a home. So he had the like jerk chicken. He had some other Jamaican dishes, and he said this was the best dish I've ever had. He took a
He did
bag.
that on Kitchen Nightmares.
Yeah, it was on Kitchen Nightmares. Yeah,
Huh.
it was
That
in
one I don't know.
so it was in London, and he had to go to
Oh,
the London restaurant.
British Kitchen Nightmares. I don't know that I've only seen like one episode of British Kitchen Nightmares.
That
yeah,
was
no, I
really
know what you're
good.
talking about.
Yeah. So Mike, you're gonna hate me, man. You're gonna hate me so much today. So I know you. I know you're a huge wrestling. I know that you are a huge wrestling fan.
I saw the picture of
You saw the
Cody.
photo. Yes,
Where was that at?
that was at Epcot.
He was in that cut.
See,
Yeah.
Remy, I saw a photo of you by yourself. I can't believe you met John Cena.
That wasn't John
No,
Cena.
no, it
That
was you
wasn't.
by yourself because you can't see John Cena.
You can't see me. You can't see me, man. You can't see me. So yeah,
Oh, by
yes,
the way,
yes, sir.
talking about actually going back to the Eagles thing. Quick question, Ravi, because I saw that. Do you condone what happened last night with what happened last week with that one Eagles fan who was berating the Packers fan over the almost touchdown that Josh Jacobs had?
Did not get a chance to watch that. What happened, dude?
Basically, an Eagles fan was berating a Packers fan, and literally someone asked like, "Do you condone this?" And I go like, "Yeah, no, we're not condoning this." Actually, I think that guy got banned
Are you serious?
because he literally was like just being an asshole, really.
Really? So he just
Like it went so far, like I think he got kicked out by security.
whoa. They got kicked out by security? Oh
I
damn.
I think so. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. Eagles fan banned at
Well, that's not good.
uh,
That's good. That's not good at all, man. Dang. So, while Mike is looking that up, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it because we do have our very own. She's coming in right now, guys.
yeah.
We have our musical genius tonight. She is in, guys. She is back with us. She is here. She is looking lovely as always. Hey,
Hi,
Nicole,
Nicole.
how you doing? Okay, guys, we can't hear Nicole. She's muted or something.
I think
How
she
you doing?
said anything. I think she just did put a thumbs up.
I know she put a thumbs
Oh,
up, but now we can't. Oh, now we can hear her. Hey, Nicole, how you doing?
Hello, just Ducky.
Good.
oh, Remy, I know what I actually went back and because I couldn't really hear it before, but I found out the
Okay.
reason why he got banned. And
Why?
actually,
What's her-
Eagles fans asked him to get banned.
I'm sorry. They asked to get banned.
No, the Eagles fans asked, literally said on the internet, ban this guy.
Well, I have a question. Since
You want to know
Nicole
what he
knows
did?
music,
It was
could
a
you also
female.
say that Nicole got banned?
No, but no,
Ah,
but so here's what it was. It was a female Packers fan that this guy was name is Ryan Caro. He said the C word over and over again.
Oh, that's uncalled for.
Yeah,
That's
and
uncalled.
she was with her fiance. So yeah, no, the Eagles fans were repulsed by this guy and says, "Dude, ban this guy. This guy does," and he got banned as a result for what he did.
Are you serious, dude?
Like I know, like yeah, and people say like, "Damn, this like the fact." Actually, funny enough, people were shocked that the Eagles fans would actually go as far as to say that they want this guy banned because they didn't expect that. Because to be fair, people expect the worst of Eagles fans.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I mean, like I said before, we are the assholes in the NFL. I mean,
Yeah, with a but here's the thing. There's a difference between for us, we're not the obnoxious ones. We're the roughhousing ones. We're usually
that's
the
true.
violent ones. We're not the ones that are screaming obscenities all the goddamn time.
Yeah, except we throw batteries when we lose a game at Santa Claus. That's
No,
not
we
You know
didn't throw
who's the
batteries.
worst?
We didn't throw batteries. We threw snowballs.
Okay, the worst, and I say this loving the city. I think the worst fan base in football, Pittsburgh Steelers.
okay. Yes, I have to agree
Wow.
with you there for a second. I do, Mags. I have
I
to.
am actually shocked because generally speaking, from what I know of, in terms of fan bases, there are five that are current. There are four that okay. Pittsburgh actually is up there, but there are three other ones that are up there besides the Eagles. That mind you, besides
I
us and
don't
the
know that you
Eagles.
can say Patriots anymore because Patriots has
No,
really died down the past few years.
they have.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah. Patriots. Okay, in terms of like historically fan bases
Yeah,
that
but
people don't
all
like.
those bandwagon idiots are gone. It's just the real fans like me
Yeah,
who are
no. In
left.
terms of yeah, in terms of historically, the worst fan bases were the Tom Brady era of the Patriots because like I said, you had the people who were going to cities and disrespecting them like that.
True.
Then there was the of course Pittsburgh and Dallas Cowboys and Eagles have been a lifelong. People don't like them.
And
Uh,
Ravens.
and Ravens not as okay, Ravens have started to, but they're not as much. Actually, there's one that people consider to be one of the worst fan bases.
Oh, the Arizona Cardinals. No, I'm kidding.
No, 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 not the Arizona
Wow.
Condors. And people will talk about this Legion of Boom,
Legion of Boom.
the Seahawks.
Oh.
During the Legion of Boom, when they were like a powerhouse with Russell Wilson back when Russell Wilson was
Yeah.
in his prime
Would you
and
give
stuff.
the Seahawks a boom or a doom?
No, Legion of
Boom.
Boom is what they're called. They were called the Legion of Boom. Basically, it was like an era
Got
where,
it to Chris Yop on that one.
I know you
yeah,
did.
no, yeah,
All right, so before we jump into the latest theme park updates, I want to talk to Mags real quick because I heard the latest episode on what the bleep into the Disneyverse. Okay, now I was reading the Discord channel and we were talking about what did Goofy actually say on Runaway Railway,
Which, mind you, I've never been on.
which you never been on the ride, which I have. I've been on that ride. This is during the pre-show part of the ride. So we have the pre-show, then you actually have the ride itself. The pre-show says, "Hey, uh do you guys want to go on my train?
Take a ride on my
Take a
train
ride on my
specifically.
train." That's what Goofy said. Now, Alex, if you're listening, and the other Ryan, if you're listening to this, guys, he said my train, and I actually had the clip, which you guys can listen to it on this episode. So trust me, he says my train, okay, and then one part he says my locomotive. So those two
Ooh, that's
separate,
good proof right there.
there are two separate saying that Goofy did say on the attraction. He said my train during the pre-show, and then he said my locomotive on
For
the
listeners who don't know what Remy's referencing here, most recent episode of Into the Disneyverse that we released was a game that Ryan set up for us. Super fun game. He played different clips of park audio, and he bleeped out different words in the park audio. One of them was Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And so Ryan bleeped out when Goofy was saying, "Hey, you want to take a ride on my bleep?" And Ryan is convinced that Goofy says A train there, as Chris agrees with that as well. Alex and I are convinced we heard, "Do you want to take a ride on my train, not A train?" And so big debate going on there.
So we're gonna put a bottom to this. I will play the clip right here on Remy's Roundtable so you guys can actually hear it word for word what Goofy said on Runaway Railway. And with that being said, guys, it's time to jump right into it. Let's get started. It is now time for the latest theme park updates. All
Brought
right,
to you
guys.
by the Magic Candle Company.
That's right. So, guys, I went to Epcot today, and let's just say it was crowded. I only did one ride with my cousins, and that was Mission Space. Did not like that ride. I seriously do not like it. I don't.
I like that one.
I don't like it, dude. I don't like it. I don't care for it. All right, so an all black Walt Disney World Spirit jersey is now available for $80. Voices of Liberty at Epcot is getting new costumes made out of recycled materials. The new Echo Rhythmics band is now performing in Dinoland, USA at Disney's Animal Kingdom because of one
Nothing
thing.
else to do there.
Well, because of one thing. Yeah. Dinorama's bye-bye and and Disney's Triceratops spin is gone as well. So there's no more. There's nothing like what just Mag said. There is nothing left to do on at Dinoland USA at Disney's Animal Kingdom. All right, so there were over. Do you guys want to tell you guys how many runners were part of the Disney Marathon this weekend? Well, last weekend. Would you guys like to tell you guys how many runners were part of the marathon?
2,760.
All right, so Nicole says 3,000. Okay.
2,760.
Okay. 3,760.
27.
Was it 2,000 or 3,000?
2,000.
2,360.
760.
2,760. That's my guess.
All right, 2,760 runners. All right, cool. Mike, you want to tell you guys how many runners were part of the marathon?
3,249.
All right, Mags, do you want to take a guess?
I'll go 3,800.
Guys, I have to give it to Mags. 30,000 runners were part of this marathon.
30,000?
30,000.
Man, and I thought my next guess, I was gonna say 5,000, and then I decided to play a lot of averages. I thought 5,000 was a little too high.
Yeah, so roughly 30,000 runners were part of the 2025 Disney Marathon. Boy, that's a lot of runners. Jeez Louise. Let's see here. Disney annual pass holders will receive a brand new magnet featuring Ray from The Princess and the Frog at the Creation Shop at Epcot from January 21st to February 28th during regular park hours. So make sure you guys go pick up your brand new magnet. On Location Shop at Universal Studios is under construction. Busch Gardens Wild Oasis Realm will open to guests in spring 2025 at Busch Gardens, Tampa, Florida. Guests will be transported to a lush rainforest where they'll feel the rush of a revamped drop tower attraction. Families can cool off in a dynamic water play area, or they can explore a multi-level climbing canopy. I saw the artwork for this brand new area at Busch Gardens. It's actually gonna be right across by the cheetah hunt area. So if you guys are over by Busch Gardens, this new area will be opening up to you guys in spring of 2025, which I am looking forward to it, and I'm actually gonna go check it out. Let's see here. New Pirates of the Caribbean Tavern exterior wall has now been completed. There's a brand new music loop that just recently debuted at the entrance at Universal Studios. New team member name tags debuts at Universal Studios due to the new name tags for Epic Universe. Communicore Hall closes to guests to prepare for a Disney Broadway exhibit at Epcot. All right, guys. So we're going to get into it. It's we're going to talk about the cruise lines for a little bit. All right. Now, most of these cruise lines will be coming out in 2029, 2030, and 2031. Disney Cruise Line is planning smaller class cruise ships after the fourth Wish class ship. Disney has confirmed that they will build a fourth Wish class ship before moving to a new smaller class design. Wish class ship will have a capacity for 4,000 passengers and is said to come in 2027. 3 new ships will follow in 2029, 2030, and 2031 with a capacity of 3,000 passengers. This new class will be 20% larger than the Disney Magic and also the Disney Wonder, but it will be smaller then the Disney Dream, and the Disney Wish. Now, have you guys like ever considered about going on a Disney cruise line for vacation?
Considered as a maybe one day.
Okay.
One day when I have monies and times, then yeah, I'd love to.
Which I don't think that they're that expensive. I really don't think they don't cost that much to go on uh to go on
No,
Disney
they
Cruise
do.
Line.
They do.
They do, but we do know some people who can help us out with that. So just want to give a shout out to Nick from Sandpiper Vacations. So if you guys want to book something, just get in contact with Nick and he will help you guys out because Jen and I, we were actually looking forward. We actually are looking into a Disney cruise line to go on for a little mini vacation. So, Max, what about you, man? Have you ever considered about going on a Disney cruise line for a vacation?
Yes.
Uh,
Picture it. I was probably 14 at the time, and my family took a trip on a Disney cruise. 7 days sailing in the Caribbean. We went to
Ooh.
the Cayman Islands. We went to Cozumel. We went to Disney's private island, Castaway Cay, and we had a very lovely, wonderful time.
See, and that's what I want to do, man. That's what I want to do.
You said picture it, and I was immediately thinking 1918, Sicily.
I've been to Sicily.
Well, good for you, Mike. I want to go to Sicily. All right. Let's see here. So I'm looking forward to this new. What Disney wants to do is they want to build smaller cruise ships for for just over for 3,000 passengers. One ship for 4,000 passengers. That's good. I'm going to be looking into that. The Tron Identity Program is operating again after a 1 day closure at the Magic Kingdom. Woody's Lunchbox seating area partially reopens with no shade at Hollywood Studios. All right, so last week we talked about the bands that are going to be performing at Mardi Gras at Universal. We have the food booths that will be happening over at Mardi Gras, Flavors of Carnival at Universal Studios. And those booths are Canada, Colombia, Taste of the Quarter, Bites of the Bayou, French Quarter Sips, Puerto Rico, Italy, China, India, Germany, France, Mexico, and Coca-Cola Market. Guys,
Oh, my favorite country, Coca-Cola Market.
I've counted those booths. 13 booths for
If
this.
Remy, if you had to get rid of one, and it's not the Coca-Cola booth, which one would you get rid of?
I'll probably get rid of I'll probably get rid of Mexico, to be honest. The
Oh,
Mexico booth.
I
I
thought
just
you loved tequila.
I do love tequila, but I can go drink tequila over at Epcot anytime I want. All right, so that's not a problem for me. Okay, so I'm gonna I'm just gonna break that down. So we got a big beautiful Diz in the chat on our YouTube channel. If you guys would like to comment, you guys can. Big beautiful Diz said Disney Cruise Line is not expensive. Apparently $2,000 for a stateroom is nothing to Remy.
Well, hey, Dane
Well,
forgets, Remy, you've got like 5 jobs. You've got all the money you're just raking in right now.
I don't have 5 jobs. I mean, right now
You got
I
you
got
got a
three
bunch
jobs.
of jobs.
I got 3 jobs right now, dude. 3 jobs. Okay.
Yeah, so it's all we got the money coming in from everywhere.
Hey, I gotta make a living somehow, man. But trying to save up for a $2,000 Disney cruise vacation.
Dude, no, $2,000 for a stateroom. That doesn't count like drink packages and excursions and things like that.
True, which we can save up for those, down the road. Which I'm sure Jen and I can figure out something. The salvage Stormtrooper helmet bucket has returned at Disney's Hollywood Studios for $26. Busch Gardens Mardi Gras has already started and will run through March 2nd. And that will do it for the latest theme park updates brought to you by our good friends over at the MagicCandleCompany.com. If you need a candle for your home or for your office, go grab a candle at checkout. Make sure you guys use our code Roundtable19 for that lovely discount. 407-536-7153. That is how you guys can reach us, and that is where you can leave us a voicemail letting us know how we're doing on this program. Well, guys, let's get right into it. I know Mags had to get up on out of here. Guys, let's go ahead and do it. It is now time for our tour with tour guide Ryan.
All right. It's been a little bit since our last tour on the monorail. As I recall, y'all didn't get the correct or the proper number of answers for that one, so I chose to head to the Contemporary Resort. I'll give a very brief history here. I will plug into the Disneyverse episode 16, where I give a much more in-depth history on the Contemporary Resort. However, basic history of the Contemporary Resort. One of the two original resorts located on property when Walt Disney World opened on October 1st of 1971. It has the Contemporary Tower, that classic A-frame. A-frame was pretty neat because essentially the rooms were built separately and then they were lifted up by a crane and slid into the structure of that A-frame before concrete was poured on them. So kind of a neat out there way of making a resort. It was intended to be contemporary or modern for the 1970s when it was built, but over time it's become a little bit outdated, and so they've had to do quite a few renovations. Most recently, an overlay featuring The Incredibles from the Pixar film of the same name. There's 655 rooms at Disney's Contemporary Resort, but the Bay Lake Tower, the DVC building that's been added on to it, includes 428 villas as well. Not exactly the most exciting or best themed Disney World resort, but it's iconic in its own right. You're not going to go there to expect some crazy immersive experience, but if you're expecting something really, really classic Disney, something pretty iconic, and some really incredible views, then the Contemporary is the place to check out. Plus, it's in walking distance from the Magic Kingdom, which is super cool. So.
That is pretty cool. And I've actually stayed at the Contemporary when I was younger
Oh yeah.
with my parents because my dad had an early gig playing at the Magic Kingdom, so he was able to get a room for just for one night. And back then, this was now Max. This was during back in the mid '90s.
Hmm.
The room at the Contemporary Resort. My dad only spent $150 just for one night. And how much is it right now to stay at the Contemporary Resort?
What's that?
How much is it right now to stay the night at the Contemporary Resort?
You know, or are you asking me to find the answer?
Well, here's why I'm
Like,
asking.
if I were to estimate, I think it's probably something like what it's at about 300 to 400 a night.
Roughly, yeah, but I thought it was more than that because I thought maybe it was like maybe $1,000 or like higher than that to stay at the Contemporary Resort. The reason why I said that's because maybe that's for like the higher rooms, like the good
Uh,
suites. So
you thought it was like $1,000, just a drop in the bucket for Remy, though. He's got all the money coming in. Disney Cruise Line costs nothing to Remy, so Night at the Contemporary doesn't mean a thing to Remy. He could stay his whole year at the Contemporary.
apparently, yeah, let's go with that. So back to the Contemporary Resort, Max. Was there anything else you want to add about the Contemporary Resort?
No, that's all the history I'm going to give for the Contemporary Resort. I've got 10 questions here. Before we dive into the 10 questions, we're going to say 8 out of 10 correct to go ahead and advance to where y'all want to go for our next trivia tour. So, where do y'all want to go for our next trivia tour?
Let's go with Nicole. Nicole, you get to choose our next location
Well, I don't know.
for tour guide Ryan. Where do you want to go for our next history tour?
Why not go all around the world and actually force Remy to deal with his punishment and go small world?
Oh, I like it.
Oh
I like it. I
man,
like it.
you tease, you
That's a good one.
tease.
You
That is a
gave the
very
power
good
to
one.
me.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. All right, Ryan. So if we get
Eh,
eight out
I
of
like
10
it.
right, if we get 8 out of 10 right, we will go to it's a small world after all.
And if you get less than 8 out of 10 correct, so anything below 8 out of 10, I'm going to go with a classic extinct attraction, the Universe of Energy.
Hmm.
Oh,
So
okay. All
it's the
right.
one that I'll choose there. But let's go
Yeah,
ahead and
I
get
like
into
it.
our trivia tour here. Question one. The lobby was recently updated in 2021. It features art wrappings. The art wrappings are inspired by which artist who helped to design It's a Small World?
Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Dang. I mean the only artist I can think of is like Picasso, Michelangelo, uh
The Disney artist, not like a
like a
painting artist.
a paint so you're asking
It's a
what
Disney
Disney
artist.
so you're asking what Disney
Oh,
art
oh, wait, what Disney artist?
Yeah. So he's asking which Disney artist designed uh Ryan, Ryan, can you repeat that question again?
The lobby was updated in 2021 and now features art wrappings. The art wrappings are inspired by the art of which artist who designed It's a Small World?
I think it was Mary Blair.
Okay.
I think.
Nicole?
I'm not familiar with any of the Disney artists, to be
Okay.
honest.
So Mags, let's go ahead and lock it in for you said
Mary
Mike.
Blair.
Mary Blair.
Yeah.
Let's lock it in. Question 2. If you head up to the Ballroom of the Americas, you might recall a very important historical event that took there. In fact, President Richard Nixon, when he was starting to be investigated for the Watergate scandal, gave a critical speech at the Ballroom of the Americas at Disney's Contemporary Resort, stating that he was not a crook. Famously, Nixon, at another point during his career, a little bit earlier, gave a speech about his family dog. What was the name of that family dog?
Nixon's dog.
I don't know
Nixon's
his
dog's
name.
name.
Jeez,
This dog was named after a classic game that one might play.
a classic game, like an actual like classic video game or like a classic board game.
Like a classic game.
It's just a game.
It's just a game. All right, guys, let's think of some classic games here. Like classic games that we maybe used to play when we were little. I mean, you got Sorry.
I could go multiple routes. Like you could say Rover, like Red Rover,
True. Rover.
which
I
is
mean,
a classic game.
yes. Uh, what about like
Hopscotch.
what about like video games? I mean, we got Mario. Uh,
Video games were not really a thing I mean, like they kind of were, but when Nixon was president, like they were very prominent. Yeah.
So there were no video games during Nixon's prime.
I mean, there was Pong.
What
Kind of.
What if
It was like in its prototype phase.
You name his dog Frogger?
Frogger, Pong.
Can they do after the video game?
No,
So
I'm roasting Remy because
I know you are. I know. So Ryan has asked, what's the name of Nixon's dog? His dog's name. So I like Nicole's answer. Mike, how about you? Do you like Nicole's answer? She said She said Rover.
I don't think Rover would be one.
Okay, what do you think? What do you think then?
Because I do remember one of his dogs was named Vicky.
What dog? What name?
what?
One of his dogs was named Vicky, but I don't think he had any dog named Rover.
But the hint he gave us was a game we played.
No, he said a classic game.
Yeah, a classic game.
I don't know if you played it or not.
Could, for all intents and purposes, it could be Monopoly. I was thinking the little dog. My sister was always the little dog. I was the thimble.
Maybe. I don't know.
But would you have that? Yeah.
Operation. Boy, but that one is like, dang it, what's the name of that dog?
I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue, but I cannot think of it.
All right, well, tour guide Ryan is an answer, so we need to figure this out real quick.
I don't know.
All right, so Mike doesn't know. Nicole, do you want to stick? Do you want to stick with Rover?
Not really, but
Okay.
the other one I had in mind is not coming to me at the moment.
So it's not coming to you. What games can you think? What game can you think of though? That might be a dog's name.
I mean, Yahtzee, but I don't remember when that came out.
Yahtzee? What was it? There's a dog named Yahtzee. Come here, Yahtzee. Come here, Yahtzee.
I'm just thinking of classic games. I mean, I don't question dog names. It's
Sure.
Wasn't Benji a game?
I don't think it was a game. It was a movie.
It's a movie, but it's a dog's name. But that's the dog that's the name I can think of.
I'm gonna need a final answer.
All right, final answer for tour guide Ryan. Let's think of a name. Where are we going?
Could be hopscotch. I don't know.
Hopscotch. How about Slinky? We'll call him Slinky.
That's not a game.
Okay, it's not a game. Dang it. Yeah, I can't think of a name. Mike, can you think of a name?
Rover.
I don't know. Yeah.
All right, so
I guess Yahtzee would probably be the one I'm thinking of.
All right, well, Ryan, let's stick with
or Uno.
Oh.
When did Uno come out?
Did Uno come out during Nixon's prime?
I mean, presumably before that, but
or
we'll go Rover.
All right, Ryan, lock it in for Rover.
All right, we'll lock it in.
1971.
Question 3. The monorail goes directly through the Contemporary Tower, quite famously, and of course, there's a monorail station in there. And as I mentioned earlier, the last trivia tour we did on Remy's Roundtable was of the monorail. So, Remy, you should know the names of your podcast episodes, one would imagine, right?
Keyword should.
Hopefully, maybe.
I'm going to give you 4 options. Anyone can answer here, but Remy especially should know this.
Okay.
Out of these 4 options, what was the name of the Remy's Roundtable episode where we did the trivia tour on the monorail? Was it Disney's Circle of Fun, a Disney original, Trivia Returns, or Walt Disney World's Monorail?
Trivia Returns.
What was the first one you said, Mags?
Disney's Circle of Fun.
That's what it is. It's a Circle of Fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Remy.
Yeah, it's Circle.
I'll go with Remy.
Circle of Fun.
We'll lock it in.
Lock it in.
There's a steakhouse in the Contemporary, and the 2 numbers featured in that steakhouse's name are very significant to Walt Disney World's history. What are the 2 numbers in the name of that steakhouse?
Steakhouse 71.
71. Yeah, I know about that one.
Lock it in there. The California Grill is a restaurant located at the very top of the Contemporary Resort, on the 15th floor of the Contemporary Tower. In the state of California, what are the 3 largest cities by population?
Are we counting like currently or what, Mags?
Currently, I believe it's by the 2020 census, but I can double check.
I'm guessing LA.
LA's one of them.
San Diego and San Jose.
I don't know. Sacramento might be on there.
No, Sacramento's not that high. It's not as high up as those ones.
What about
this is as of 2023.
2020. Oh, okay. So LA's on the list.
Yeah,
definitely LA. What about San Francisco?
No, I would say before, yes, but ever since it's become really expensive, and I know about this, people have been leaving that. A lot of people, especially with the crime rate going up, kind of with theft and stuff, people have been leaving that city.
People have been leaving San Francisco?
Because I actually know people who live. I know people who live in San Francisco. They said San Francisco used to be really populated, but when it started becoming really expensive to live there,
was it populated back in 2023 though?
It's no longer. I know it's no longer considered in the top 3 anymore.
All right, so we're still sticking with LA. All right, so what else? I mean, should we keep
San Diego?
All right, so San Diego. Nicole, do you agree with San Diego?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. We need one more.
I'm pretty sure it's San Jose.
So Mike says San Jose. I'm sticking with San Francisco.
I'm telling you, it's not San Francisco.
Nicole, you choose out of those 2, either San Jose or San Francisco.
And we said definitely not Sacramento, right?
Not Sacramento.
No, Sacramento is not a popular city there.
I will say no partial credit on this question here, so all or nothing.
What about Anaheim?
Anaheim is not a city. It's part of Los Angeles.
Anaheim, California. Isn't that a city?
Anaheim.
I thought it was because I was thinking
wait.
Anaheim
Because that's what I'm
as
thinking.
well.
Because that's where all the Comic Cons. That's where all the Comic Cons are.
Okay, yeah, never mind. It's part of the greater Los Angeles area.
Probably greater Los Angeles area. So it could be L.A. and L.A. Anaheim, and then it could be either
Yeah, it's kind of a toss up for me with Anaheim because it could also just be like
no,
a heavily tourist
Anaheim is not actually as
city,
populated.
like
yeah, I mean Anaheim is,
for example, Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Like during the school year, the population is exorbitant just because of all the college students. But actual permanent residents, it's one of the smallest cities in North Carolina.
Yeah, Anaheim is not a big city.
Okay, so where are we going with? Where do we go?
Stanford.
I know that's hard. Out of San Francisco, San Jose.
I'm telling you, San Francisco is no longer considered top 3 anymore.
But this is
2023. You know what, Mike? I'm gonna go with you and say San Jose.
Yay!
All right, so
mainly because the songs that Do You Know the Way to San Jose is coming into my head far more strongly than If You're Going to San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
so we'll let you know 3 and 4 on the list, and I won't tell you which one was which, but they were indeed San Francisco and San Jose. You'll have to wait until the end to figure out which one was right, which one was wrong.
I'm telling.
All right. Okay.
So we said San Diego. Yeah, San Diego, Los Angeles, and San Jose. Lock it in.
Lock it in, buddy.
Question 6.
And I'm gonna kick myself.
Chef Mickey's is the character dining option at the Contemporary Resort, and one can meet Donald Duck there. Donald Duck's first appearance was not in a Mickey Mouse cartoon, but was in fact in a silly symphony based on which fairy tale?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I think I didn't see it last night, but I thought it was Jack and the Beanstalk, but Mickey was part of that. Mickey was part of Jack and the Beanstalk.
Oh.
So I don't know, like Mary had a little lamb.
Yeah, actually, I think it might have been because I remember Donald Duck's first appearance was called the Wise Little Hen.
Well, that's a wise little hen, but that wasn't really a nursery. That's not really a nursery rhyme.
No, he said fairy tale. Fairy tales are different from nursery rhymes.
So, wise little hen is not really a fairy tale. I mean, the only fairy tales I can think of is like what you call it?
Wait a minute.
What you call it?
Wait. Actually, I do remember what it is. It's the Little Red Hen.
Is that the one that says the sky is falling?
I believe so.
Chicken Little?
That's not Chicken Little. Yeah, no, it's not the one. But
the Little Red Hen, that's not a fairy tale.
I found it is.
No, that's not a fairy tale. That was just a Disney short. So fairy tales are like Jack and the Beanstalk. You got Little Red Riding Hood. You got Sleeping Beauty. You got
Bluebeard.
Which one?
Bluebeard.
What's Bluebeard?
Yeah, it's about the guy that takes the people into his house and locks them in the attic. The Grimm brothers had some really dark fairy tales.
That's right, they did.
They had Hansel and Gretel. They had.
Was Donald Duck in
Emperor's New Clothes?
Let's think. I don't know, Nicole. Where are you going with? The only one I can think of is Jack and the Beanstalk.
Yeah, which was definitely a Mickey centered one.
I don't think it is Jack and the Beanstalk because
it's not with Mickey.
And
I said Jack and the Beanstalk is very Mickey centered.
And also technically, the Wise Little Hen is basically where Donald was trying to avoid work, but then he was taught the importance of hard work.
I remember that one.
Okay, so what are we going with, guys? Nicole?
I don't know.
I'm thinking
Oh, sorry.
Personnel.
silly symphonies.
Showy symphonies.
All the silly symphonies that I loved did not have.
Right.
I don't think it.
I gotta ask a question, Mike. I saw you typing something, and now it looks like you're like reading something off of another screen. You didn't Google the answer,
Yeah.
did you?
No, I'm not. I'm actually texting because I'm texting my friend because I'm actually typing to my friend because I'm doing what's it called? I'm trying to help my friend out with something in regards to what's it called? Pokemon Go. I'm trying to
Cool.
What?
Cool. Just wanted to make sure because Remy's gotten flamed for cheating on these quizzes in the past. So I just got to make sure everything's fair.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm trying to keep in touch with Pokemon Go because he wants me to do it, and I told him I can't right now.
And what I'm doing right
I'm
now,
trying to get my mind going in the direction of silly symphonies. So my favorite one is Ugly Duckling, then Old Mill.
Oh, that's
None
a
of
good
those
one.
have Donald. And then
I'm a Three Little Pigs fan
Babes
myself.
Three Little Pigs is great. Babes in Toyland.
True.
That was a cute one. I don't think it was the Pied Piper.
All right,
That
I
is a
am
good
gonna
one
need
as
an
well.
answer because I have 7 minutes left before
Yeah,
my
7
next
minutes
show
left.
starts.
All right, here we go, guys. So what are we going with? Are we going with what Mike said earlier, Little Red Hen?
Sure, yeah.
Or are we going with
we'll do that.
Which one?
Because I can't think of a Donald solo silly symphony. I'm gonna kick myself in the butt.
All right, Mags, lock it in. Little Red Hen.
All right, we'll lock it in. There's also a store in the hotel based on Fantasia. I'm going to give you some different shorts. You need to tell me whether it's from Fantasia or Fantasia 2000.
Ooh.
Damn
We're
it.
starting. All right, here are the 5 shorts. I'll say them all together, and then I'll go one by one. Your shorts that you choose from here are Rhapsody in Blue, The Rite of Spring, Dance of the Hours, The Pines of Rome, and Carnival of the Animals. We're going to start with
The first 3
Rhapsody
are
in Blue.
Fantasia. The last 2 are Fantasia 2000.
Yeah.
Lock it in.
All right. Lock it in. Question 8. There's a bar or a lounge, technically, in the Contemporary, that is named after a region in Star Wars. What is the name of this lounge?
Oh. Wait.
This lounge is based on Star Wars?
It's not based on it. It shares a name with the region of Star Wars.
The region of Star Wars. Oh my gosh.
In Star Wars.
Oh God.
A region specifically that Tatooine is in.
Oh, the Outer Rim.
Outer Rim.
Lock it in. There is a game station arcade located in the Contemporary Resort. What are the top 2 best-selling arcade games of all time?
The best-selling arcade games of all time?
Pac-Man.
And
no. I'm sticking with Pac-Man. And
all time.
Mortal
Kombat might be up there.
Yeah, but Mortal Kombat should not be on Disney property.
And I'm wondering if Mrs. Pac-Man did better than Pac-Man.
And Rare Pac-Man?
Yeah, I know Mrs. Pac-Man was always like my favorite.
But was Mrs. Pac-Man very popular at the arcades back then?
Well, it's not necessarily back then. It's greatest or highest selling arcade of all time.
No, wait. No, I actually. Well, I know what is actually number 1 if I remember correctly. Oh, wait, Pac-Man might be the most.
What do you got,
Pac-Man?
I think it is Pac-Man. I'm trying to remember if Street Fighter 2 sold a lot.
Oh, yeah, Street Fighter. That might be. That one's
either that or Space Invaders.
Oh, so either Pac-Man or Space Invaders. Okay, I like that. Or what about?
I think Pac-Man's number 1, and I don't know if it's between Space Invaders or Street Fighter 2, because I know Street Fighter 2 was
what's that one game? Asteroids or Caterpillar or
No, those weren't as popular as the other ones.
Centipede. So Ryan, what exactly are you looking for? Are you asking
the top 2 highest selling arcade games?
Are you talking about the arcade systems or in everything, including home media?
Just for arcade systems.
Okay, then it's definitely Pac-Man.
Pac-Man, that's number 1. So lock in Pac-Man.
And I'm pretty sure the other one is Space Invaders because
That's
otherwise,
true.
because
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. So
the reason why I was confused about Street Fighter was because I know Street Fighter 2 sold a crap ton on home
yeah.
consoles.
All right. So
Yeah.
Mag, lock it in. Pac-Man and Space
All
Invaders.
right. Question 10. There's not much to do outside of the contemporary resort on resort grounds, but something that you can do is rent a cabana on Bay Lake. The word cabana comes from which classical language? It does mean cabin in that classical language, but which classical language is the word cabana derived from?
Cabana.
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 So it's got the one I'm thinking of right now is Cabana, which is the either Portuguese or Hawaiian.
Classical language.
So I'm thinking,
Portuguese or
I
Spanish.
mean, honestly, the main two classical languages that come to mind are Greek and Latin, and I'm leaning towards Latin,
Latin?
but I'm probably
Latin,
completely
either Latin or Spanish.
forgetting. Huh?
Either Latin or Spanish.
No, like classical
The
languages.
classic
Oh.
language.
So Spanish is a Romance language, which is why I'm leaning towards Latin.
Latin.
I
Okay.
think it is. I think it is Latin.
Lock it in, Mags. Latin.
All right, let's go ahead and discuss the answers here. So, in question 1, I asked you about the art wrappings in the lobby. I asked which Disney artist, are they inspired by who designed It's a Small World? Mike said Mary Blair, and I say correct. Well done.
Yay!
Yay!
Question 2, I asked you for the name of Nixon's dog that he gave a speech about. I said the dog was named after a game. You said Rover. The dog's name was actually Checkers.
Checkers.
Oh,
Wow.
I was trying to think board games, but it was not coming.
Did
It
it
was
It's a tricky
not
one. That's a
coming.
tricky one.
That was a tricky one. Yeah.
Question 3, I asked about the Remy's Roundtable episode title when we talked about the monorail trivia tour. Remy said it was Disney's A Circle of Fun. And of course, the most confusing name on the list is correct, as a classic Remy's Roundtable title should be.
Yeah.
Question 4, the steakhouse is named Steakhouse 71, as you all said, after the year that Walt Disney World opened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question 5, I asked for the 3 most populous cities in California. You said LA was number 1. That is correct. You said San Diego was number 2. That was correct. Number 3, I said that 3 and 4 were going to be San Francisco and San Jose. You were choosing between them. Nicole made the final decision of San Jose, which was correct. That was the third. It is the third
I
most
told you.
populated city in California.
I told you.
Good
The
job.
song was
4.
speaking to me. The song was speaking to me.
Thank you,
There we
Nicole.
go. There we go. Question 6, Chef Mickey's. I asked you about Donald Duck's first appearance on film in the Silly Symphony. I asked what fairy tale was it based on. Mike said The Little Red Hen. That was correct. That brings you to 5
Yay.
correct overall. For question 7, Fantasia. I asked you which Fantasia films these segments appeared in. You said The Pines of Rome and Carnival of the Animals were in Fantasia 2000. That was correct. You also said Dance of the Hours and Rite of Spring were in the original Fantasia. That was correct. But you also said Rhapsody in Blue was in the original Fantasia. That was in Fantasia 2000.
Yeah, actually, I do remember that.
Really?
Yeah, so
I
I
do
cannot give
remember
a
that.
point there.
Oh,
That was the one with
yeah.
the jazz player
Yeah, I
there.
do remember seeing it in my head.
Dang
Yeah.
it.
It's a
For
good
some
segment.
reason, I was thinking that I hadn't seen Fantasia 2000, which is why I was like, oh, I see this very clearly in my head, so it has to be. But nope.
Yeah, it's a great segment, though. I absolutely love that one. So that brings us to 5 correct. You cannot miss any more questions.
Oh,
in order
no.
to get to It's a Small
I
World.
failed you.
Oh, no.
Question 8.
I
I
failed.
asked you, the lounge shares a name with the Star Wars region that Tatooine is in. You guys said it was the Outer Rim. That was correct. That
Yay.
is 6 correct.
Let's go.
I asked you for the 2 highest selling arcade games of all time. You said Pac-Man was number 1, which is correct. You said that number 2 was Space Invaders. That is also correct.
Yes, knew
Which
it.
means it all comes down to question 10. Cabanas. You said that the classical language that word derives from is Latin. Nicole said, all right, I think it's Latin. It all hinges on this question. And Nicole may have gotten the Fantasia question incorrect, but Nicole brought it home in the end there. That is correct indeed, bringing you to 8 questions overall correct. You hit the threshold, and we'll be headed to It's a Small World for our next trivia tour. Well done, y'all.
Hey, tour guide Ryan, thank you so much for giving us our tour on the Contemporary Resort, which we got an 8 out of 10. Correct. We got an 80% for our tour of the year of 2025. So we're keeping track
Tour
of
of the year. Wow.
Well, for right now, we have an 80% overall right now as an average. But tell us, man, what is happening? What is happening next over at Into the Disneyverse?
On the next episode of Into the Disneyverse, we are channeling my 0.1% Japanese heritage as we head to Tokyo Disney Sea and discuss the history and the lands in one of the single most interesting Walt Disney World parks ever. You'll have to listen to the episode to find out all about that resort, as well as all about the very strange food that they have there.
Okay, looking forward to it. And guys, you guys can check out all of our good buddies over at Into the Disneyverse. Just type it in on all podcasting platforms. That's DIZNEYVERSE Into the Disneyverse. Check them out also on all social media and also on any podcasting platforms that you guys are listening to that program. Max, thank you so much for joining us, man, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for having me
right here on Remy's Roundtable, man. Thank you so much.
Guys.
And guys, I am getting kind of hungry, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. It is now time for Mike's Munchies. And guys, right now on in our studio right now from Studio 21, the baseball podcast. What is up, C Money? What's up, Chris? How you doing, man?
Happy New Year to you all. I haven't seen you familiar faces in a long time.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, so Mike, you know the question, man. Where the hell are we going, man?
So we are going to possibly one of my all-time favorite places to go to for breakfast at Disney. Always go there for breakfast. Every chance we have to go there at least once, which is in the Magic Kingdom, and this is called the Crystal Palace. And
We're
yes,
going to the Crystal Palace. Let's go. All right, so before we jump into it, now, Mike, this is a set menu, correct? It's a buffet. It's a
buffet style.
All right, so let's go. I'm gonna give you the total right now, and you can choose some of your favorite dishes on there, but let's go and do the total. So, Mike,
it's $52 per adult.
How much is it?
52 for adults.
Now, are you going breakfast time or are you going
breakfast? We're going breakfast time. That's the best.
So you said $52, right?
Yeah,
guys. Based on our Mike's Munchies, we're doing it off of one reservation to give you guys an idea on how much it really can cost you while you guys are out at the Disney theme parks. So I'm gonna give that. All right, so that.
Now, quick question.
That. But Mike, you're gonna give him a good tip? So
yeah, but wait, quick question.
Hold on.
Am I getting a alcoholic drink?
You can if you like. You want to get a mimosa?
Yeah, and mind you, their mimosa is $19.50.
It's $19.
You want to hear what it is?
Hold on, no. Hold on, let me do this real quick. Was that okay? Cool. And then okay. So Mike, you said how much was it again? You said it was $52, right? 52 plus your $19 for your
$19.50.
All right, for your drink. All right, cool. So that got that. Times point that, got that, 71 plus that, and then with this, oh wait, I meant to do this one. Hold on, not that, okay, I have your grand total for Crystal Palace for one person.
Right.
One person, all right? That's one person for the reservation for the Crystal Palace. Mike, you want to know what your grand total was?
What?
$96.
Ooh.
$96 for your one reservation at the Crystal Palace for breakfast. Okay, so Mike, go ahead and break down for us, man. What dishes are you going to get, and what was that drink that you are getting?
So the mimosa they had there is actually called the Legacy Mimosa. And the reason why it's $19.50 is because this isn't just a regular mimosa where it's just sparkling wine with orange juice. It also has Uncle Nearest 1884 small batch Tennessee whiskey, Grand Marnier liquor, and Chateau Saint Michel sparkling wine.
Ooh, okay, that
So
sounds tasty.
yeah, it's a really heavy drink. It's got a lot of it's got a lot of drink, and then of course the orange juice. Now, as for what they have, it's a buffet style. You go up and eat there. But what's unique about the Crystal Palace is, um, well, first of all, they don't have the typical Disney people like Mickey Mouse and Minnie and other stuff. It's actually all Winnie the Pooh characters.
No kidding.
Yep, yep, it is Winnie the Pooh. So you get to see Eeyore, Piglet, uh, Pooh, Tigger, Rat, and also Rabbit. I think.
I took my
Pepsite.
I took my
Rabbit.
friend I took my friends here for lunch, and I gave them a good discount because they asked me if they could use my discount for the meal. I said, yeah, sure, go right ahead. I'm talking about my good friend Mr. Stephen Martini. He's an actor, and he wanted to go. Him and his family wanted to check out this restaurant, and I'm like, all right, we'll go here. Just letting you guys know it is a little expensive, but with my discount, nothing to worry about. It's good. So his kids were like, "Let's go see Winnie the Pooh." All right, cool. So we take him to this restaurant, and like what Mike said, it is a Winnie the Pooh, based restaurant. So, but Mike, you say you're going here for breakfast. So, what are you gonna get there for your meal?
Okay, so I'm just gonna talk about some of my favorite things there. First off, I'm gonna go through each section and pick up my favorite thing.
Okay.
First off, pastries. So they have tons of different pastries here. They got blueberry coffee cakes, sticky pecan rolls, even croissant, the chocolate croissants and stuff. My favorite though is actually a waffle there where they had the Mickey churro waffles.
The Mickey churro waffle.
Yep, it's a waffle that is basically a
Okay.
churro flavoring. So it's really good. It's got sugar on it. It's honestly also generally I think it comes with like you can get chocolate with it, and it's so delicious. Same thing with the sticky pecan rolls. Those two are very popular. Then I had to talk about it because people still go there. The kids buffet, you could get your regular pancakes, your chocolate chip French toast, scrambled eggs, and Mickey waffles. The cold bar, which is like just a bunch of fruit, well, that's fruits and stuff. Then there's the hot breakfast and savory items. Now they have once again pancakes with like blueberries and stuff on them. But the thing is, they also have chefs there that are making stuff there, so they can actually make you the Mickey shaped pancakes as well.
They can make it right there on the spot, right?
Yep, and they also have omelets that they also have frittatas, omelets that both ones that they make ones that they already make pre-made and ones that they can also cook ones cook like a special order one there too.
Okay.
They have of course hash browns which are awesome.
That sounds good. I'm gonna pause there real quick. Chris, have you been to the Crystal Palace at Disney during either breakfast or lunch over
Mhm.
there?
I've been there for lunch and dinner, never for breakfast though.
Breakfast there is definitely a really good time to go. It's very popular though there too. It's when I go there, it's always mobbed to get a breakfast spot there. Oh, also they got crispy bacon. It's really good.
Oh, can I say no to crispy bacon? Yes, but Mike. I mean, Nicole, she can't eat any of this stuff, man, at the Crystal Palace. So
It's okay. I wouldn't
Uh,
want to.
hold on,
actually,
hold on.
actually, wait. They do have other options to do. First of all, they have first of all, from the cold section, which are fruits and stuff, they have a autumn harvest grain salad that they can make there. They also have like a bunch of different cereals and other stuff. They have dairy, vegan style, vegan versions of other things as well, if I remember
It'd
correctly
be the
now.
most expensive dry cereal ever.
Oh my
No, it
God.
isn't. No, but yeah, no, they can actually. They have a bunch. They have stuff over there. They started accommodating towards stuff. They have
Hi guys, welcome to the Crystal
yeah.
Palace, where we serve you your dry ass cereal.
I do love dry cereal. I'm not going to spend $52 on it.
No. But they
there's
have.
no way you can spend $52 for a freaking cereal. There's no way. Even I wouldn't spend $52 on that. No, thank you.
I mean, the way prices are going these days, though, I might be spending that at Walmart soon.
So we have dry cereal, but it doesn't include milk. Milk is separate. Use water.
It's okay. I'm lactose intolerant anyway. I don't want that.
No, but
you just want to use water for the. Hey, use water. Okay.
Use water.
I'm lactose intolerant. I like dry cereal. It's what I like.
Yeah, but they got Mark's here. They got like
Special
tofu.
K is where it's at.
They got like a tofu curry and other stuff.
Really?
That's if I'm feeling fancy, because generally I'm too poor to afford Special K. But
I mean, for me,
it's really good.
For me, if I was gonna go off-brand, I will go to Walmart and buy the off-brand cereal, like the off-brand cereal of Cocoa Puffs, and eat that. So it sounds really good. And guys, joining us right now from his car, we have the one, the only, our comedian genius. He is driving home. What is up, Mark? How you doing, man?
What is up, you guys?
What's up, Mark?
Nothing much, man. Just chilling, hanging out as always.
Excellent. What a mess. What a big topic.
So topic 10 is, so Mike is discussing his restaurant, which is on the Crystal Palace at Disney, which is $52 per person
for breakfast.
For a breakfast reservation.
It's a buffet style. It's buffet style.
Was it like pre or what?
Buffet style. You could go up and pick the stuff up, but they also have chefs there that can make you stuff as well.
So
but no, they have like different salads and stuff. They have like tofu curry and things for Nicole, and also I keep forgetting it. Eggs are not considered vegan, right?
I eat eggs.
Okay, I'm not vegan. They have eggs that they literally could do. They have like different variations of eggs. They could do them without cheese or anything.
So Mike's grand total for one person to make a breakfast reservation came out to be $96.
If you want to know the reason why, Mark, it's because the most expensive cocktail is a mimosa that is $19.50 and comes with Uncle Nearest 1884 small batch Tennessee whiskey, Grand Marnier liquor, Chateau Saint Michel sparkling wine, and orange juice. Literally, it's got three.
That's a onesie?
It's one drink. It's got whiskey, Grand Marnier liqueur, and a really good sparkling wine with orange juice.
That's one drink.
I hope you're not going to the parks after this because you're getting fucked up.
Yeah, no, I would be fucked up after that.
Yeah, forget about getting the buffet for me. If you got me one of those, I'd be in the hotel room like the rest of the day. I would be incapacitated.
Oh yeah, no, it is a heavy drink, but no, they got some. They got
at the buffet.
But yeah, they got a bunch of stuff there. They are very accommodating.
Just with the amount of alcohol that I just heard, if I have at least 3 of those, I'd be talking shit to every fucking kid I see and be like, "You get out of my face! You get out of my way!"
By the way, Remy, I should say, actually, outside of the churro French toast, the one other thing that the churro waffles, Mickey waffles, the French toast, which is actually called puffy French toast.
Puffy French toast. I'm not eating with the name. I'm sorry, but I'm not eating anything with the name Puffy in it. No, thank you.
No, the reason why they call it puffy is because it's filled, as it's got something in it.
See, and that's why I'm not eating anything with the name Puffy in it. All right,
it's actually possibly one of the best things there. I'm not even joking with you,
dude. I get that, but I don't think you're getting the. Never mind. He's like, guys, he's not getting the joke. All right, so.
Well, I get it.
Well, now he gets it. Look at that. Now he's getting good.
It's not even fun now.
But anyway, but they also got breakfast sausage. Yeah, they got a ton of stuff. It is, to show you, can I share my screen?
If you have the availability to share, let's see. No, yeah, dude, you can share. Go ahead.
Yeah, so this is the what it looks like in there.
Let me see this crap. Oh yeah,
nasty.
Yeah, dude, I've been in there. Like
I said, Winnie the Pooh characters,
Tigger, Piglet, Eeyore. They're all marching around. Yeah, I've been there. It's actually a great view to actually watch the parade as well. Depends on where you guys are sitting.
Yep, but it is also
and the fireworks show as well. So
it's also got a really good design. Like,
and then you're close to the exit of the park if you're watching the fireworks.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. And like I said, I haven't eaten there much at dinner or lunch yet because I've only gone there for breakfast because I'm just saying this right now. It's my favorite breakfast place there for at least buffet style.
Very, I've been there I've been there for lunch, but I don't think I'm gonna go back there for breakfast. No way. I'm not gonna spend $52 for breakfast style.
Really, even though I'm telling you, try it once.
You're telling me,
Mike, if you're paying, then maybe we'll try it.
You're telling me to try it once, which Mike, let's be honest, man. The only thing I'm gonna drink there is a Coke, or I'm gonna have some water for this place. So if you think about it, so if you think about it, dude, look, with our discount over there, okay. Let's see, minus that. Yeah, dude, my bill will be $47 plus a tip. So I'm still spending the same amount regardless. That's with a Disney discount for my annual pass.
But here's the one thing that everybody's missing out of everything there.
Right.
You can eat all you want.
Yeah,
which means
it's a buffet style.
Which means that you can stuff yourself completely. You can skip lunch and save room for dinner afterwards.
And you're
Which is why, for me, it's not at all worth it. That's why I don't do buffets.
Well, no, I can respect that, but here's the thing: would I rather spend the $52 and I can pick myself out and don't have to eat lunch, or I can skip breakfast, eat a measly lunch, and then have a nice dinner, say at Be Our Guest or someplace like that? I mean,
Chris, you know what my measly lunch is going to be next time I go to Magic Kingdom?
What is it?
I'm gonna go to the egg roll cart and just give me 2 of the cheeseburger egg rolls. That's what I'm gonna get.
Hey,
you are such a cheap Jew. You know that, like, seriously.
Okay, Remy. Saying that one.
Do you want better? As far as cheap goes, I'm gonna bring a Cliff Bar into the park for my lunch. Okay.
Wow, Nicole. Wow, right when I'm here and I'm in here, mind you.
You're not spending any money, dude.
So hey, Remy, if I come out during December of this year.
Oh, you haven't.
Saying this right now. Would you go with me?
You haven't decided when you're gonna come. Okay.
We're going in like December. We're planning to go in December.
Okay. All right.
If I do come, if we do end up going through with this, and because I'm trying to discuss it with my friends, but if I do, promise me, would you go with me to Crystal Palace for breakfast?
Okay, yes, Mike, I will go with you. I was get that day off, and I will go with you to the damn Crystal Palace, so I can kick.
Whoa! On one condition. I'm not done yet.
I'm not done yet. Hold on. I will go with you on one condition. All right, Chris. What is that one condition?
The one condition is that Mike pays your breakfast.
There we go. But Mike, you also get my Disney annual pass discount.
Oh yeah.
So
okay, maybe we'll see about that. But
yeah, buddy. All right, so Mike, so we gave a rating for Tony's on last week's episode, which we gave Tony's a 1.3 star. That's all of us on the round table as an average. So, Mike, what is your how many stars do you give the Crystal Palace?
Okay, well, I'm doing it based off of breakfast, and I'm giving it 4.5 stars out of
4.5. Chris, how many stars do you give the Crystal Palace?
I give it like a 4.5 at the most.
4.5 as well. Nicole, how many stars would you give the Crystal Palace at Disney? If you're going to dine there,
too expensive.
All right, but if you were going to dine there, how many stars would you give?
That was my answer.
Okay.
Expensive.
All right, so 2. Okay. Mark, how many stars would you give the Crystal Palace?
If I was to dine, the whole stars is to experience it and then rate it, not
right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the opposite. You're asking the opposite of what stars do.
Oh, you never went there, have you?
No, but you're saying if you were to dine there, how many stars would you give it? Why would I do that? I haven't dined there.
That's true.
Okay.
So they haven't dined there. It will not count. So I've dined there. I'm gonna give I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I'm gonna give it 3.5 stars. I'm gonna 3.5. All right.
Okay, so 4.5, 4.5,
Divide that
3.5.
by
So
four.
that's what is it?
Divided by 4. So Mike, our average for
No. Well, no, the course never been there, so it's only 3.
Yeah, I don't count.
Oh, all right. Hold on. Divide that by 3. My bad.
Yeah, I don't count.
Mike, our average star rating for the Crystal Palace came out to be a 4.6.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. 4.5 plus 4.5 plus 3.5.
It should be over 8
plus 4.5 plus my 3.5
12.5 divided by 3.
divided by 3.
That would be 4.2.
4.2. All right, yeah, we'll give it 4.2 star rating for the Crystal Palace. All right, cool.
Ooh.
So 4.2 plus our 1.3 from Tony's divided by 2 so far. Yeah, our average restaurant is still a 2.75 right now for those two restaurants. Yikes. Okay, so
that's higher. That's higher than Tony's from what you talked about last week. Seriously?
Yeah.
And Tony's, I give it a 4.8 because their food is amazing. I like their food though.
Tony's Town Square.
The reason why I give Tony Town Square a 1-star rating is because I got food poisoning from Tony's Town Square. That's why. I give it.
What was it? Which end was it coming out of, Remy?
Both ends. It's going at both ends.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of a little diarrhea.
God, that was a bad day for me too. In the hot sun and everything just no, thank you.
Okay, well now that you're being a negative Nancy, now I'm gonna ask you what food did you eat that made you sick?
I had the focaccia bread and also had their spaghetti and meatball.
And that made you sick?
It made me sick. I cut open.
I had spices in the sauce.
I cut open the meatball. The meatball looked good, but there was still pink in the middle.
There was not.
There's no way.
There's no bullshit. There's no way. That's the sauce, Remy.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, so. Well, there we go.
Still,
I've seen your pictures of boiled chicken, Remy. You're no one to judge meat temperature.
That's true. Mike, where are we going next week, man?
So I'm actually okay.
You don't know.
You want to know where I'm going to go to? Because we're actually going down south. We're
going down south.
We're going down south. We're going to get some soul food. Let's go.
No, we're going
I'm talking about the other down south.
When I talk about down south. Okay, stop.
We're going to eat at the Y.
No, so I say let's go to Busch Gardens, Tampa.
What?
Busch, we're going.
We're going to Busch Gardens, Tampa. Okay, where are we eating in Busch Gardens?
Zambia Smokehouse.
You left this so open for you to make fun of it like that. Busch and the Y.
Oh my gosh. All right, so we're going to Busch Gardens. We're going to Busch Gardens.
Hey, but Chris, Mike won't get this until 10 minutes from now.
You won't get it.
I didn't even hear what he said because I was
exactly. There we go. All right, Mike. Thank you so much for Mike's Munchies, and guys, we are going to Busch Gardens next week for
Zambia Smokehouse.
Zambia
Smokehouse.
All right, we're going to Zambia Smokehouse at Busch Gardens. Cool. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into it, guys. It's time for us to wrap it up with Nicole's music notes and her noteworthy nonsense.
Yay for nonsense. Nonsense coming in extra heavy today because we are, even though it's a week later than expected, we're going on to the 6th of January where they have the Feast of Fools. It's Topsy-Turvy Day.
Topsy-Turvy.
Yep. I've not given Hunchback of Notre Dame enough love, so we're jumping right in. The music for the movie was composed by Alan Menken, the Disney legend, and Steven Schwartz, who's been a big name lately because he wrote Wicked. He wrote all the music for Wicked.
Right.
So yeah, that's Steven Schwartz. But yeah, so the movie itself, like the music, the whole movie is like really mature, probably one of the darkest, most mature Disney animated films that they've put out. And the music is pretty much equally complex, and they really dig into a lot of like there's a lot of operatic style, not vocally, but in terms of just the styles of music presented, the tropes, that kind of deal, the little leitmotifs along the way. This song in particular just lives and breathes operatic chorus. So you have Paul Candle or Candel, I'm not sure how you say it, but uh, but he is voicing Clopin, who is kind of the narrator for the movie and the main singer in this particular song. So you have Clopin and the chorus, the whole big Peoples of Paris.
Wow.
We got those are the main voices you are hearing, and Clopin is also the head of the gypsies. Yes, I know that is a charged and controversial term, but that is how they are referred to in this movie. And so that is the term I will be using for clarity purposes. So yes, he's kind of the king or leader or whatever you want to call it of the gypsies, and he's the eyes and ears of the whole story, which he recounts to you. And in the animation for this song too, you see he's constantly watching and he's goading things along, making sure things keep moving, but he's constantly watching, constantly getting involved in everything. And it's interesting too, like it's hard to tell if he is watching out for Quasimodo or keeping an eye on him suspiciously, because he's the one who really kind of forces him to participate and then ends up triggering this whole revelation of who Quasimodo is, causes him to be revealed basically. And so yeah, getting back to the song itself, you have this really grand operatic chorus scene style. So like in Carmen, my favorite opera, beginning of Act 4, you have this whole big parade scene. So it's very reminiscent of that. Everybody's involved, everybody's doing stuff. The song opens, at least on the soundtrack, you have this like really little snippet that sets you in the medieval Europe style. Just very simple woodwind. It kind of sets the stage, and then it jumps into this huge choral convocation, calling everybody to participate. Just when you think you're going to have this big final chord, Clopin jumps in, it goes, fools! And then all heck breaks loose, musically and visually. And it gets, you almost have a circusy type sound, a sophisticated circusy sound. There's a lot of chromaticism. Yes, Remy?
So when you're saying circus sounds, are you saying like flutes?
Yeah,
So a lot of chromatic, a lot of like very upbeat, exciting. I don't have synesthesia, but the best way I could describe the sound would be colorful.
Colorful. Okay.
It's very jaunty, upbeat. It is it's in a standard 4/4, even though we have a lot of oddly enough, there's not a lot of syncopation, but you do have a lot of runs, a lot of da da da. Like I said, a lot of chromatic stuff. So it serves to really, the song's called Topsy Turvy. So it kind of throws you around. It tries to kind of evade keys to some extent, but even though it has all this chromatic stuff going up and down, doesn't really want to stabilize itself in one area. There is still a lot of steady clarity throughout, which is kind of hidden in all the fancy stuff going on, all the superficial fancy stuff. The basics are still very cut and dry. You got your 4/4, nice little major key, everything's happening in so it just kind of represents this festival it has all its craziness is laid over just your typical day-to-day peasant life in Paris. It's not indicative of any like permanent or underlying change. It's just a superficial for funsies event that's happening. So when Quasimodo is down there trying to engage with the townspeople for the first time ever in his life, he is thrown off by all this superficial stuff, but the townspeople haven't really adjusted their mindset or anything. They're still as they always are. And it comes into play a little bit later in the piece that even though Quasi's very happy, he's living his best life, like, oh my gosh, I'm fitting in perfectly today. This is wonderful. It doesn't mean that the people have really changed. But anyway, like I said, the song is very segmented. You have that big convocation, then you go into the verse, and then you come in with the chorus, the topsy-turvy, and it's kind of Frenchy sounding if you listen to the chords. There's a lot of very close intervals on top of each other. They're all being played at the same time. So it sounds very pleasant, but at the same time, if you isolate it down, it's kind of like, ooh, there's a lot of dissonance happening there.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's still fun. So a lot of cognitive dissonance happening. And again, you have the little chromatic runs. Sounds almost circusy, just very fun, very lighthearted, very fun.
You know what it sounds.
Then you have
you know what it sounds. You know what it sounds to me when you went back and talk about the French kind of style. To me, when you said that, it sounded like bum bum ba ba da 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 like that, like part like that.
Yeah, like Orff, Karl Orff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, very much so. It's a fun little heck break loose, all for funsies type sound happening, very dance centered. Speaking of which, after you have the chorus, you have the verse done instrumentally, everybody jumps back in with the chorus, and then you have this little break in which we introduce, I mean, we've already seen her, but on display you have Esmeralda kind of doing the whole your stereotypical Eastern European gypsy sounding music comes in. It's like this little interlude. So everybody's taking a break from what they're doing, watching this amazing, fantastical, exotic event happening. Very magical. It's a lot of fun as well. I tell you, Esmeralda is like my spirit animal. I live for that music. Live for the dancing.
Is she your spirit character, Nicole?
Yeah. Absolutely, hands down.
I think my spirit character is her goat. I really like her pet goat.
Fair enough. The goat doesn't do much dancing, otherwise I'd be with you. But I'm definitely for the dancing, for the style of music. I mean, my hair fits. It works.
You can play her.
Oh, I absolutely could. Especially put me out in the sun for 2 hours.
Oh no,
I'll be about that shade.
We're not saying that. We're not going to put you in the shade. We're not going to put you in the sun, Nicole. There's no way we're going to do that.
I mean, summertime, it's the Mediterranean blood. But anyways, yeah, so I could I like the music, I like the dancing, I like the magic. It's a lot of fun. So we have that. It's very swirling. It's kind of a different you still have that chromatic, but it's a different sound that you get. Again, swirling is the best way that I can describe a lot of it. It picks up, picks up, picks up. And then you have this done moment where there's pause. And then it's, oh yeah, we're still having this festival. So it still takes a little segment of that as it ramps right back up into the song that we were in. And so going that, and we have another verse where they're picking out the King of Fools. So again, Esmeralda and Clopin, they're kind of goading on Quasimodo. They pull him up onto the stage to be in contention for King of Fools. And there is that moment where they go to pull off his mask, and oh my God, it's not a mask. And everybody's in a clamor when you hear the Quasimodo's power theme. And there are two versions of it in the movie. You have this one in minor that is what plays during this song, and it's generally played one referring to Quasimodo, but particularly when he's in moments of turmoil and referring to his being cloistered in the tower and people looking upon him negatively. There is a major version that plays in other areas throughout the movie, and that's basically when he's feeling uplifted and excited about who he is, and about what's coming. So this is a very negative moment. Claude Frollo is looking at him in disgrace and disgust, really, and everybody's all up in arms. And then Clopin calls everybody back to order, and you have this positively amping up return to the main melody, and it's kind of like a slow clap, the musical equivalent, because you start half tempo and then it starts to pick back up. And a lot of that is very telling of the townspeople's mindset that so easily swayed. All it takes is a minor suggestion one way or another, and because then suddenly, after he's like, no, it's okay, we asked for the ugliest face, here he is, let's crown him King of Fools, and everybody's, yay, yay, we love you, everything's wonderful. All it takes is a little suggestion. Same thing after the song. All it takes is one guard throwing a rotten tomato, and then all of a sudden everybody's in a frenzy again. But we do have this big, grand choral culmination of the song, and it's, like I said, a lot of fun. Just kind of a perfect showcase of the situation, the characters, and what is happening in the world, what Quasimodo is facing, and yeah, it's just a perfect operatic choral setup. I don't know if I hit on everything. It's such a long and fun song. There's so much that I could dig into. And so I'm just trying to keep it.
I think you did hit on every point that you made for throughout this entire song on Topsy Turvy. Which, cool. Congrats on that, Nicole. And Nicole, how many stars do you give The Hunchback of Notre Dame, the movie? How many stars would you give it?
Oof, I haven't seen it in a long time.
One of my favorites.
It was very underrated for me. Like, I didn't give it much credit. Now going back and listening to the soundtrack over again with a new mindset, I do want to go back and watch it again. It kind of depends upon what mindset I'm looking at it as to how I would rate the movie. I guess the movie as a whole, I go 3.5 to 4 stars.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 stars.
Mike, you're gonna give it 4 stars. Okay. Yeah. Chris, how many stars do you give The Hunchback of Notre Dame?
I'm in the same boat as Nicole. I haven't seen it in ages, but the first time I saw it, I liked it. About 4.2, 4.3. I'd say 4.3.
Actually, I'll put mine to 4.5.
All right.
And
And
I'm gonna say even 4.
He
Even
just wants to up me up 1 or 2. That's why he does that.
and Mark, how many stars would you give the Hunchback of Notre Dame? Disney.
Hey man, I went to University of Miami. I give Notre Dame 0 stars. Fuck them.
There we go.
Yeah, but what about a Hunchback? What about a Hunchback?
Too bad. He guilty by association.
Nicole.
Okay,
Nicole. By the way, Nicole, quick question. When are you going to do Hellfire?
Halloween.
I don't know. That's a big one. It's not going.
Buddy.
I'm gonna find a time for it that's gonna be perfectly appropriate and yet unexpected.
There we go. So,
yay.
Nicole, do you have a song? Do you have a song picked out for us for next week's episode?
Not particularly.
Okay. All right.
I've had a few. If anybody has any suggestions, I'm very open
Night
to
on
it.
Bald Mountain.
Oh,
Huh?
Night on Bald Mountain.
We did Night on Bald Mountain.
We didn't do it yet, but
we talked
not
about
for
it.
Next week. That'll be another later one.
Okay.
Wait, I got a song you can do. It's an old school, but it is a Disney movie.
Wait. I can.
Nicole,
right.
Add these 2 songs. What Michael's going to say and I'm going to say. You can do the song on That Darn Cat, because there's a song called That Darn Cat. Mike, what were you going to say?
I remember that.
Quick question: Did you didn't do Be Prepared? Did you?
She did. She's done before.
She's done Dr. Facilier's villain song, right?
I did not. It's okay. We'll figure it out later.
Wait, have you done Dr. Facilier's villain song?
Yeah, she did.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm trying to think.
We'll not drag the people. We can discuss and figure it out.
We'll figure it out. All right, guys. Well, Nicole, thank you so much for Nicole's music notes. And I know, guys, Mark jumped in late tonight for the Roundtable episode. He had a really good phone call, but we're going to catch up on him real quick before we take off for the evening. So, Mark, how have you been, man? It's been a long time since. But first and foremost, man, Happy New Year to you. And then, how have you been, man?
Oh yeah, Happy New Year. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've been fine. Whatever, just working, that kind of thing. Work now conflicts, so yay. Yeah, been doing shows. Whatever. Had 2 shows last weekend. First ones of the new year. Got another one coming up this week, so that'll be fun.
We're going to be performing for this week or next week?
I'm actually looking it up right now.
Okay.
It'll be I believe it's in Summerfield, Florida. So that's just a little bit outside the Villages. It's like pre-Villages. Is it Francesco's Ristorante in or Little Joey's? I don't know. It's apparently the same address. Whatever. It's Summerfield, Florida, little Italian joint. They got a room in the back. They love comedy, so Thursday night at 6:30, early bird special. Get your asses there right after shuffleboard.
So when you say Summerfield, I mean, do we still call that like pre-Lofa area or not really Lofa?
It's just pre-Villages. Apparently, that's way less sex happening there, which is a bummer.
All right. Well, no Lofas over in that area. So, all right. So, Mark, Lofas, like loofahs,
like a loaf of bread, right?
No, loofahs. Loofahs.
Okay.
Oh,
loofahs.
Loofah, very different.
Pre-loofahs over in Summerfield.
Loofah by stretch marks, man.
Loofah. Mark, did you have a good holiday? Good Christmas, and did you get?
It was acceptable. It was weird. Whatever. Screw it. I'm not a huge holiday fan.
Did you get anything for your cars for Christmas? Like any new parts?
I buy shit for my cars all the time. Yeah.
All right.
Race cars currently apart though. Tons of shrapnel in the oil filter, so it's all apart. Maybe I don't know. Might be a total rebuild. I might just build another motor. I don't know.
Oh, geez. Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, guys, you guys can check Mark out on Mark. What's your social, man?
Instagram, Mark McKay Comedy.
There we go. Mike, where can everybody check out on social, man?
On Twitter and on YouTube, King_Mike_X.
Nicole, where can everybody check you out on social?
Let's see, on the IG's Bubbles_the_siren.
And Chris, where can everybody check you out on social? And what's coming up on Studio 21, the baseball podcast?
Well, they can check me out over at Facebook, Threads, and you can check me out coming soon on X or Twitter, however you want to call it. Nothing new, just we've been kind of quiet here for a little while. We've been kind of like just keeping an eye on certain players that might be signing or whatnot signing. I mean, the main focus, which was the last program that we had last year in December, was a recap of the entire season, but the main recap was the signing of Juan Soto for 15 years, $765 million. That Nicole, I think you need to double check on that guy. I feel very doubtful him in a Mets uniform because he does have an opt-out contract on a contract that he can opt out in 2026 or 2027, and Mets are going to probably pay the rest of his contract out. Kind of like what's that guy called again, Nicole? The one that they pay him $1 million every June 1st. Oh yeah, Bobby Bonilla. Yeah, that guy. So I mean, we don't want another Bobby Bonilla in our hands, but Studio 21's coming back on the air February 16th for season 4. So, and I'll be doing this year. We'll be going to some spring training games, so we'll be doing some live broadcasts from there as well. So,
sounds good.
I'm just thrilled that my favorite player of all time was finally inducted to the Mets Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Yeah. Or at least not Hall of Fame, but his number was retired.
Who was it?
Yeah, David Wright.
David Wright. And still waiting to hear about Alonso.
Oh yeah,
I think all of New York is holding their breath.
Yeah, they are. They are.
All right, well, guys, I think it's time for us to get up on. It's time for us to get up on out of here.
Come hang out at Jewel Karaoke Thursdays.
There we go, guys. It's time for us to get up on out of here.
We're going to get up on here.
I'm good friends, making good memories.
These nuts.
Shining good vibes, yeah, that's all we need. And we ain't gonna worry, ain't in a hurry. Everything is going our way. We're gonna have some good times with good friends, making good memories. Everybody's moving.
Guys, thank you so much for listening to Remy's Roundtable, the Florida Theme Park Podcast. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as we did. Like we said, you guys can follow us on all social, which is Facebook, Instagram, right there on TikTok as well, where I do stream from the theme parks. And hopefully, if we get banned, oh well, then no more TikTok. But for the time being, I am still on TikTok, so there we go. If you guys need a candle for your home or for your office, head on over to the Magic Candle Company and use our code Roundtable19 at checkout. And if you guys need a battery, a rechargeable battery for your phone over at the theme parks, you guys can click on our Amazon link, which is right there on our website, remysroundtable.com. Click on that link. You guys want to get 1 but 2 fuel rods for the price of $20. And if you guys enjoyed that supercharged battery, you guys can pick that up for $40. Also, right now, starting tomorrow at tpublic.com, if you guys want a new Remy's Roundtable t-shirt, which I do have some cool designs on there. Starting tomorrow, you guys can get t-shirts for 35% off. That's right. 35% off of t-shirts at tpublic.com. On behalf of Mark, Mike, Nicole, and Ryan from Into the Disneyverse, and Chris from Studio 21, the baseball podcast. Guys, my name is Remy. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see everybody next time right here on Remy's Roundtable. Good night.
It's making good memories. Yeah, we are now.
Hey, how many people were watching tonight? No.
No.
Oh, I don't know.
Mark, what's your question?
How many people were watching the stream tonight?
5, baby. 5.
So I had double that number in my meeting. Good job.
We got 5 people, buddy. 5 tonight. 5. Let's go. All right, guys. Great episode tonight, and I'll see you guys next time, and we'll have some fun on the next episode.
See you guys next